Alrighty, everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna do something a little different. My buds over there at Random Studios put out the test. It released a couple days ago. Now I just figured since I was running late as I am today, and these are typically short, that it'll be a good day for them as soon as I get everything set up. Now, if you haven't ever seen the test, they will make you question yourself. These are rough sometimes. Sweet, what's going on, Sweet Coon? What's going on, Legatus? So the way this works, let's see. No, dude. Bro, they will make you question yourself. You also question the developers as to should or should they not be in a straight coat. I'm all for some dark humor. So we're going to get this started. I'm going to try to jibber jabber for a minute, let anybody pour in that we can before we start. So basically, the original version of this was a 2D top-down style RPG type thing, in which it really wasn't no RPG. You walked up, you talked, it was all text-based. I believe this one has got voice acting and everything in it. So this could get even worse. Hopefully, we can keep this stream up and I don't have to pull it down. I have no idea what we're getting into. I really don't. This could be good. This could be bad. It's probably going to be really funny. And then some of y'all are going to think and give these answers to y'all-self and then question yourself the rest of your life. It is recommended that you dim your lights or play in the dark and keep all sounds and music settings at 100% for optimal immersion. So, of course, Legatus, once we get into any level of dialogue, I'm gonna need you to let me know if it's coming through. All right. This experience using an autosave feature that will save your session periodically. You can continue from where you're at. All right. The reading realm.
Welcome, Wanderer. You have not arrived here by accident. Even when we tell ourselves we choose the path, some paths choose us first. You may call this a game if it comforts you to do so. Others would call it a reading, a ritual, a conversation with what hides beneath your own skin. The questions you are about to hear are not a test. They are instruments of reflection. They are keys, shaped like sentences, unlocking rooms of thought you rarely visit. Each answer you give will not be judged, scored, or compared. It will simply echo, quietly, somewhere deep within you. Think of this as standing before an ocean. You cannot see the far shore, but you can feel the pull beneath your feet. Each wave you face will reveal a truth you have carried for longer than you remember. You may feel a warmth of recognition. You may feel the chill of honesty. Do not turn away from either, for they are but the same thing, only wearing different masks. When I ask you a question, do not search for the perfect answer. Listen to the first whisper that rises from within. That voice knows what you've been avoiding. That voice remembers who you were before you learned to perform certainty. There will be many questions. Some will glance across the surface of you. Others will find the cracks in the shell you built to keep the world at a distance. Let them. They are not here to harm you. They are here to remind you that even your walls are made of stories that once kept you safe. At the end of this experience, the cards will reveal themselves. They will speak as if they know you, and perhaps they will. For the cards are not prophets. They are mirrors polished by centuries of human thought, reflecting what the mind hides behind the noise of living. If you listen carefully, you may notice the air shifting between each question, as if the world is leaning closer to hear your response. That is not an illusion. That is attention, the oldest form of magic there is. So take a breath, slow, steady. Let everything beyond this room fade into silence. There is no rush, no competition, no expectation. Only the rhythm of your own awareness and the voice that carries you through it. By the time this reading is complete, you may not recognize yourself in the same way. That is not an act of loss. That is an act of discovery. And discovery is all that truth ever asks of you. Now, place your hands where they rest most easily. Close your eyes if you wish. Let the veil thin around you. Let the questions come as they are meant to. Open your mind as one opens a door to dawn, and let truth enter quietly, taking its place within you. We will begin now.
All right, what the hell am I getting into?
Do you ever feel like you're still waiting for your life to begin? Have you ever stayed silent to keep the peace when you actually wanted to scream?
All right, so have you ever stayed silent to keep the peace when you actually wanted to scream? Well, that's daily. I work in corporate.
Forgive faster than you feel you should.
No, I am not a very forgiving person. Not gonna lie. What's going on, Wade?
Have you ever mistaken comfort for love?
Have you ever mistaken comfort for love? No.
Do you often feel responsible for other people's emotions?
Nope. I don't take nobody's
Have you
responsibility.
ever pretended to be fine, just so no one would worry?
Yeah, I think just about everybody has. What do y'all think? All right.
Do you feel like your kindness is sometimes mistaken for weakness?
Yes, it is often. Until I finally release the beast, and then they understand.
Have you ever felt invisible in a room full of people?
No, I'm kind of tall. I kind of stand out. Steve, what's going on? So, Steve, you just dropping in. We're taking the test. It starts off kind of mild, just basic questions. They have a tendency to go kind of buck wild. So have you ever felt invisible in a room full of people? That's a no, because I'm tall and I'm loud. I don't let myself be invisible.
Do you find it easier to care for others than it is to care for yourself?
No, not really. I gotta like people first for me to do something, so that's a no.
Have you ever stayed somewhere long after your heart had already left?
Yes, that's called a job, man. What the hell? These are easy.
Do you fear losing people more than losing yourself?
No, not really. I'm kind of used to it. You get used to it after a while. So no.
Have you ever chased closure that never came?
Define closure. Because I don't even know what that word means. So I guess I haven't chased it.
Do you find yourself drawn to what hurts you?
Well, I mean, I do play some games that make me mad. So yes.
Have you ever lied to protect someone from the truth?
When it says ever, That means I've got 45 years of life on here. I'm pretty sure I have. So we're going to go yes.
Do you believe that some wounds never fully heal?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever missed someone who wasn't good for your life?
No, I don't really think so.
Do you often feel more tired emotionally than physically?
No, because I don't have emotions. I buried them years ago. Physically, however, I am always tired.
Have you ever let go of something good because you didn't feel worthy of it?
No, because I'm Thor, bitch. I'm worthy of everything.
Do you ever feel like you're performing happiness rather than feeling it?
Not really, no.
Have you ever envied someone who seemed effortlessly at peace?
I've got to think on that one. I don't think so. No. Effortlessly at peace? That sounds boring. So no.
Do you sometimes feel like you're living the same day on repeat?
Oh, yes, yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's every day. It's called a job. Do y'all not have one? The hell?
Have you ever hidden a part of yourself because you feared it wouldn't be accepted?
I mean, I've half held farts back, so because I'm sure nobody would accept them in public, so I guess yes, they're part of me.
Do you believe people can truly change?
And here comes the mass fart. And yes, I have had the same fart on repeat. I swear, it sounded like machine gun. Burp, 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 burp. Is it going to come through though? Oh wait, Wade just did one a couple minutes ago, so that's I've got that cooldown on that one. So do you believe people can truly change? Yeah, see, I'm trying to read when y'all are typing that the second y'all do so I can stop in the game because this is narrative driven. Do you believe people can truly change? Can change their underwear? Yeah. The shirt? Yeah. Under real extreme situations, yes. But without pain, that answer would be no. Because people rarely change without severe tragedy.
Have you ever wished to start over completely?
No. I'd hate to have to do anything twice.
Do you ever feel things more deeply than you can explain?
Do I ever feel things more deeply? See, I don't feel. Do I overthink things? Yes, I would have gone with a yes, but feel? What is this feel? They talk about emotions. We ain't got no emotions here. So no.
Have you ever apologized just for being yourself?
No. See, I'm an asshole. I'm proud of my assholiness.
Do you believe everything happens for a reason?
Now we start slowly getting into the deeper thoughts. Do you believe everything happens for a reason? Well, see, this is going to go into your psyche of, like in my case, religious. So yes.
Have you ever made yourself smaller to make someone else comfortable?
No, because I can't shrink.
Do you ever feel nostalgic for a time that never really existed?
No, because I grew up in the 80s and 90s. There's a reason why we were nostalgic about those ages. Because they were better.
Have you ever pretended not to care when you actually cared too much?
I'm sure I have.
Do you feel more like an observer than a participant in your own life?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm
Have
participating.
you ever loved someone you knew you couldn't keep?
All right there, White Bear. Thanks for dropping in, dude. You might want to watch this one back because I'm pretty sure by the end of it, if I know random studios as well as I do, some of these are going to start getting wild. Love someone you knew you couldn't keep. Well, I've been divorced, so I guess that's a yes.
Do you believe it's possible to be both broken and whole?
Yeah, of course you could break it and then tape it back together. Well, these are simple. What's going on, Jonas?
Have you ever been afraid of your own potential?
Have I been afraid of my... Yes. Legatus just dropped the link for Jonas in the chat for anyone that needs it. I have extreme potential for anger. And I'm armed. So yes.
Do you often dream of disappearing for a while?
No, I don't dream about it. I just do it. I live alone. It's great. You should try it once every in a while, everybody. Come on, man.
Have you ever felt guilty for being happy?
Nope.
Do you believe the heart remembers more than the mind?
You got to define what the heart is in this situation. The mind remembers damn near everything. It's just all in if you can pull it back out of the mind. So, no, I don't think so.
Have you ever sabotaged something good before it could end?
Sabotage something good before it could end. It's almost like he's watched us play Deep Rock. We've had good runs that we sabotage just because it'd be funny. I guess we're going to go yes.
Do you find comfort in routine, even when it feels like too much?
No, not really.
Have you ever avoided the truth because it would force you to change?
No, because it's only truth. You got to accept it, or if you don't. If you don't accept truth, you you will never actually live a life. So, no.
Do you think love and pain are often two halves of the same lesson?
Every day.
Have you ever stayed busy to avoid thinking too much?
Often, yes.
Do you sometimes confuse peace with emptiness?
Peace is emptiness. Emptiness could be peace. They're kind of interchangeable in a lot of cases. An empty battlefield is peaceful. We're going to go yes. I don't know.
Have you ever wanted to be understood more than love?
Often.
Do you ever believe your dreams are trying to tell you something?
I hope not. I really hope not. Y'all should, if y'all were in my brain when I sleep, y'all would all go crazy. No, I hope not. So I'm going no.
Have you ever grieved someone who is still alive?
I don't think so. So that once again goes back to that I gotta have a heart and feelings. I don't have that.
Do you ever feel older than your years?
Every single second.
Have you ever felt insensitive for laughing at an inappropriate time?
No. And it ain't because I haven't laughed at inappropriate times. It's because I don't feel insensitive about it. Because if it's funny and everybody can fuck off.
Do you believe you've met everyone you were meant to meet in life?
Probably not. There's like, 7 billion people on the planet? And even if you add in everybody I've met while driving truck across this entire country, Canada and Mexico, being 25 years of this, easily in the hundreds of thousands, that's still a drop in the bucket to 7 billion. So I'm pretty sure I haven't met everybody I was meant to meet.
Have you ever hidden behind humor to avoid vulnerability?
I was wondering when y'all gonna start getting difficult. I do like the backsplashes that they're running. They do look really cool. Have you ever hidden behind humor? I always use humor in everything, so there's a good chance that that's a yes at some point.
Do you often feel like you're running out of time?
Yeah, I drive truck. I'm always running out of time.
Have you ever stayed awake because you were afraid of having nightmares?
That's a no. I normally stay awake because my body is retarded and won't let me go to sleep. I enjoy nightmares. I scare the people in them.
Do you think people notice how much you hold back?
No, I don't. I really don't. Well, no, actually, maybe so. I know my boss knows how much I hold back because I've heard him multiple times tell somebody, you keep picking on him, I will go ahead and call the freaking hearse. So yes, I guess maybe some people do.
Have you ever feared happiness because it never seems to last?
No, not really.
Do you believe loneliness can become a kind of comfort?
Yeah, it actually could.
Have you ever missed a version of yourself that no longer exists?
I gotta think if there's a version of me I liked. So that's a no.
Do you often replay conversations long after they...
Every single minute of my life, every day.
Have you ever mistaken distraction for healing?
Ever a station distraction? I don't know if I've mistaken it, per se. But I've used it for relax. Yeah, we'll go yes, whatever.
Do you think silence says more than words sometimes?
No, because I think logically, you dumbass. Words always say more than silence. Just by the nature of words come out of mouth and make a noise. Silence don't. No. Stupid computer.
Have you ever felt at home somewhere unfamiliar?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you believe timing can ruin something meant to be?
Actually, I do. Sort of. I can't think of the situations, but I'm sure.
Have you ever felt undeserving of peace?
No, not that I can ever think of. I deserve peace. And a piece of cake. I could go for cake right now. Now I'm hungry. Stupid question.
Do you often sense when someone is pretending to be okay?
Yes, I can see that from a mile away. What's going on, Lenora? I'm a lot more perceptive than I let on to be, by the way. And I do pay attention to a lot of what people say and do. And if their actions or reactions change to something, I do notice it. It's just, most of the time, I just don't feel like doing shit about it. No, by a piece of cake, I mean a 12-inch cake.
Have you ever tried to become the person someone else needed?
No, because I just don't really care. See, these questions only work for people that have a heart.
Do you believe in second chances?
Yes.
Have you ever avoided mirrors when you didn't like who you were?
No, I avoided mirrors because I'm an ugly bastard and I didn't want to see myself.
Do you think transparency and privacy can coexist?
Yeah, Wade, I open Fortnite every day anyway because I got to get my dailies for Save the World because that's the only version I really play. Let's see, who dropped what? All right, Wade dropped his link for everybody. All right. All right, so do you think transparency and privacy can coexist? Yes, but there's a major fine line here, and we're talking about microscopic. You can be transparent on your actions while protecting your privacy. But you can't be fully transparent or fully private. So I don't know. Let's go with yes. Why not?
Have you ever smiled through something unbearable?
Yes, often.
Do you believe we meet reflections of ourselves in others?
Yes, and I've even seen reflections and I've even seen twins. Like driving over the road, I got to meet thousands of people a month. Just if you actually sit there and try to figure out how many people you talk to, meet new faces, it's wild. 5 different times I saw 5 different people that looked like my twin. 2 of them didn't even speak English. It's wild once you think about how many different people there are in the world. Yeah, there's a couple of people that look just like you, and you would it almost freak you when you meet them. What's going on, Phil? All right, reflections, yes, whatever.
Have you ever been afraid to want too much?
Afraid to want too much? What kind of stupid shit is that? Everybody wants too much. It ain't fair if that. You're a little bitch. Get in the corner.
Do you sometimes wish to unlearn what life has taught you?
There's pictures I really wish I could unsee. Balrog. There are things about some people that they've told me that I really wish I could unhear. And of course, those are the type of things that don't get erased. So, yes.
Have you ever loved someone who didn't love themselves?
No, I can't think of anybody like that would matter. So, nope. Goodbye.
Do you believe closure is something we give to ourselves?
I don't know who this closure is he keeps talking about. I might need a thesaurus for this shit. No, we'll just go no, because I don't know what it is.
Have you ever been told you're too sensitive?
That is a big fuck no. It's always the opposite.
Do you know yourself fully?
Yes, I do. I'm me. I've been me for 46 years. I ought to know myself by now.
Have you ever hidden joy out of fear it would be taken away?
Chocolate cake is joy. I have hidden that so that the kids wouldn't take it from me. So yes.
Do you believe your younger self would be proud of you?
My younger self wouldn't give a fuck. What the hell is that stupid shit?
Have you ever mistaken silence for safety?
No, because silence is never safety. Silence is just a warning before the storm. The hell?
Do you believe people reveal their truth through small details?
And yes.
Have you ever felt more alive in pain than in peace?
More alive in pain and in peace. Oh, Phil, if you've not done one of these, typically the first 20 or so of these are kind of just make you try to think of some situation. I don't know if this is going to go the same direction as the one I did many years ago. It got into questions like, would you punch a nun? And it went downhill from there. So they get weird, or at least I'm hoping this does. If not, this is going to be boring. Have you ever felt more alive in pain than in peace? You feel really good and alive when somebody kicks you in the balls. And that is not peaceful, but you know you're alive because you're in pain. So yes, we're going to go with yes.
Do you think that sometimes people fear honesty more than rejection?
Yes. A lot of people, especially nowadays, fear honesty over rejection tenfold.
Have you ever pretended to move on when you hadn't?
I probably have. Who knows? That would require thought.
Do you believe you're deserving of complete and total forgiveness?
Huh. I gotta think if there was something that I needed forgiveness for. Yeah, why not? Let's go with yes.
Have you ever mistaken guilt for responsibility?
Guilt for responsibility. I'm going no because I don't understand the question.
Do you believe we are drawn to the lessons we need most?
Yeah, let's go with yes, whatever.
Have you ever felt unseen by someone who claimed to love you?
Yes. Yes. I don't know how I was unseen. I towered over top of them, but they just wanted to look right through me so they can bugger off.
Do you think fear protects more than it prevents?
Yes, it does. Well, I don't know. Fear protects more than it prevents. It's almost a half and half with that. Proper use of fear keeps you from doing something stupid, which protects you from stupid. And it prevents you from getting injuries. I don't know. I'm going no. I don't understand the question.
Have you ever convinced yourself something didn't matter when it did?
No, because everything that I said didn't matter never did. So no, fuck off.
Do you believe you are often harder on yourself than others are on you?
Probably, yeah, because most people don't give a shit.
Have you ever avoided joy because sadness felt safer?
No, what the hell kind of question is that? Do I look like a masochist? What the fuck is wrong with you? Go away.
Do you believe you've already met your turning point in life?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Have you ever been afraid of becoming your parents?
No. They're dead. I can't become them yet. Yeah.
Do you believe regret serves a purpose?
Yes, it does. Of course it does. You regret something so you don't do it again.
Have you ever lied to yourself to make it through the day?
No, not really. But just like I said, this comes back to the point of me having to give a damn, and I just don't.
Do you think strength can exist without softness?
What kind of fucked up shit is this? Strength can exist without softness. Yeah, whatever. That's a stupid one.
Have you ever wished to erase a memory that shaped you?
I'm gonna go yes, and because I'm sure I have.
Do you believe pain teaches wisdom?
Yes, it does. Pain is the best teacher that's ever been invented.
Have you ever been the reason someone else healed?
I don't know about that. Well, once again, it comes to the fact I'd have to give a shit. Let me actually think. I'm sure I've done something. Who knows?
Do you believe there's beauty in imperfection?
Yes, the imperfections in which actually causes a lot of beauty. That's why stuff. Yeah, that's why everything being overdone and perfect just doesn't quite set off.
Have you ever been afraid of peace because it felt unfamiliar?
No, because it's not really unfamiliar.
Do you believe everyone hides at least one secret truth?
Yeah, I'm sure. Why wouldn't we?
Have you ever mistaken attention for affection?
I am certain I have. I'm pretty sure I have, and so is most
Do you
people.
think love changes us permanently?
Yes. Simple
Have
question.
you ever looked at the night sky and felt both infinite and small?
No, I don't think that far ahead.
Do you believe some people enter our lives only to leave?
Yes.
Have you ever held on to something long after it stopped holding you?
No, because they were out of range. What kind of question is that shit? Logic. If they ain't holding you to too far away, you can't hold it back. Go with it. Really.
Do you
Fuck off.
believe endings are just disguised beginnings?
No, they're endings. It's right there in the word. Ending, beginning. Ending, begin. What the hell? Stupid question.
Have you ever been grateful for pain after it passed?
Grateful for pain after it passed. In a lot of ways, there's some pains that once it passes, you're grateful it's passed. I don't think I've been grateful for the pain, so no.
Do you believe that each day you are becoming someone stronger?
If by becoming more grumpy and more of an asshole, that makes me stronger, yes.
Have you ever doubted your purpose?
No, because I gotta believe I have one.
Do you believe most people wear masks?
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like your story doesn't belong to you anymore?
No. What the hell?
Do you believe love can survive distance?
Huh. Retro, what's going on, dude? Grateful for the wisdom, but the question was, were you grateful for the pain? I'll take the wisdom, but I won't grateful for the pain. They try to trick you here. You gotta really. They like to really mess with you. Can you believe love can survive distance? As someone who's attempted that long distance relationship shit, I'm going no.
Have you ever chosen silence instead of truth?
Yes. This one's often. Because I ain't going to sit there and lie to you. But if I know you ain't going to listen, I ain't wasting my breath, so I go silent.
Do you believe the past ever truly ends?
What the hell kind of question is that? Hell no. The past is the past. Whatever, go away.
Have you ever wished for someone to truly see you and been terrified they might?
Wish for someone to truly see you and been... No, what the hell?
Do you believe people can heal together?
Yes.
Have you ever wanted to go back to a situation just to say one more thing?
No. I want to go back to a lot of situations and say a whole lot more things because I'm an asshole.
Do you believe you've learned what you were meant to learn so far?
Probably not, because I don't pay attention.
Have you ever been surprised by your own resilience?
No, because see, once again, I know myself. I know what I can take. So no.
Do you believe there's meaning hidden in coincidence?
Yeah, might as well be.
Have you ever looked at yourself and not recognized who you've become?
No, I already knew who I was. What the hell?
Do you believe peace is something you must earn?
I like turtles.
Perfect timing for the turtles. Do you believe peace is something you must earn? What's going on, Miss Cat? Something you must earn. No. Yeah, retro. Look up Random, RANDUMB Studios if you like this. They've got a lot of these. Some of them is rough. This one so far is not. It's almost too friendly. I almost want to pull up one of their mean ones. Do you believe peace is something you have? No, some people just get it, some people don't.
Have you ever wondered what your life would be if fear wasn't in it?
Wonder what your life would be if fear. Yes. And Miss Cat dropped her link for everybody. What would your life be without fear? You should be wondering what that is, because number one, I probably wouldn't be alive. If I didn't have the fear of doing something, I would have done something stupid. So no, yeah, we'll go with yes.
Do you believe this moment, right now, found you for a reason?
Yeah, it found me for a reason, so I could stream it. What does that mean? What the hell? Miss Lenore just dropped her link for everybody. Not a whole lot, Cat. Running late from work, and I've had this one sitting waiting for a day that I needed a short stream. So that's today. Right now, found you for, yes, I found this moment for a reason to stream. So that's a reason. That works.
You have spoken with silence and instinct. Your answers have formed a pattern, not one of logic, but of energy. Each yes, each no, a pulse within the greater rhythm of you. What we have done here so far is merely scratched the surface. This has simply been the tide brushing against the shore. Now, we step deeper. The next questions are not just about what you have done, but about what you choose when the world presents you with two paths. They will ask you to decide between what pulls at your comfort and what calls to your curiosity. There is no correct road to take. Both directions lead to truth, but truth wears a different face in every wanderer's eyes. These choices reveal where your balance lies, between reason and instinct, between holding on and letting go, between the quiet safety of the known and the living pulse of the unknown. Do not overthink what feels right. The first spark that stirs within you is enough. That flicker is your compass. And whether it leads to the light or to the dark, both will teach you what you came here to learn. Breathe. Settle into the stillness between choices. Let your intuition rise before the mind interrupts. And when you feel ready, answer as though no one will ever hear your voice but me. Let us begin.
Hi, Cat. I'm trying to let the narrative play through, so I go silent for it.
Would you rather know the truth and feel pain, or stay unaware and feel peace?
I'm a serious fan of truth, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Let your intuition rise before the mind interrupts. Yes, that's also something called instinct. That's something that your body builds up to protect you from bad things happening, by the way, people. Quit trying to hide from them and just trust them. You'll be shocked at how many times you'll not get in trouble. All right, mass fart must be on the cooldown. I'll hit the button now.
Would you rather feel a deep love that ends too soon, or a love that lasts but never burns as bright?
I'd rather have something that lasts forever and is mild. That burn fast and go away shit. That's how people go stupid. Stick with the steady.
Would you rather be trusted completely or understood completely?
All right, now you're getting into something to thought here. If you're trusted completely, you would probably be understood. And if you're understood completely, maybe they're kind of one and the same. I'll take trusted.
Would you rather be someone who makes people laugh or makes people think deeply?
Make people laugh. That's my job.
Would you rather be known for your honesty or for your kindness?
I'll take honesty any day over kindness. By the way, you'll be considered kind if you're honest.
Predictable life or an exciting, uncertain one?
Calm and predictable. Once again, uncertain and exciting kind of has developed our current culture into this instant gratification bullshit that we've been putting up with for the last 20 years. Calm and predictable solves that.
Would you rather be respected but feared or loved but underestimated?
I like respected.
Would you rather have endless time or endless energy?
All right, now this is a question for Steve. Endless time or endless energy? So that's kind of false dichotomy. What does it mean? If you got endless time, what is your energy level going to be? And if you got endless energy, what's your time going to be? You can have all the energy in the world. If you ain't got for 5 seconds, it ain't going to do a damn bit of good. And same, you could have all the time in the world. If you ain't got the energy to get your ass up out of bed, it ain't going to do you no good. And I don't want endless of either one. Let's go energy. I don't know what else to put that.
Change the past or see the future?
Neither. Where's the neither button? I don't want to change the past because then you get into fucking up space-time continuums, and seeing the future would change what I would do. Which would inadvertently change the past. Yeah, we'll just go with future and skip it. Whatever.
Would you rather be completely alone or surrounded by
Alone. No questions asked. I don't like people.
someone who doesn't deserve it or hold a grudge forever?
As much as I love to hold a grudge, I really do. It's really fun for me. Forever? No, I normally just extend it a little bit past what it needs to be. We'll go with forgive.
Would you rather risk everything for something new or stay safe with what you know?
Would you rather risk everything for something new or stay safe with what you know? Stay safe with what you know. See, I don't have that instant gratification bullshit like the vast majority of Americans do right now.
Would you rather tell a painful truth or keep a comforting lie?
Oh, I go painful truth. That's my favorite. I love it. That's my favorite thing to
Would you
do.
rather have great success but no happiness or quiet peace and no recognition?
No recognition. We'll be peaceful.
Would you rather disappoint others or disappoint yourself?
Disappoint others because that don't bother me.
Would you rather have control over your emotions or freedom to express them fully?
Control. Because that expressed fully is the same thing that we're having once again with our society. People are just expressing emotions all the damn time. You learn to control them to live in a society, people.
Would you rather relive your happiest day or undo your worst mistake?
All right, what would be considered my worst mistake? I have lived kind of a flat life on the happiness curve, so If I could just undo the worst, or, well, what is the happiest? Oh, did I have one of them? Probably not. It needs a third answer of neither. We'll go worst mistake.
When faced with a dilemma, do you typically follow your head or your heart?
My head, because I'm going to think it through and do something logical and smart instead of being a dumbass and cause problems. What the hell?
Would you rather be needed but not loved, or loved but not needed?
I'd rather be left the fuck alone. How about that? Where's that one at? I don't give a shit. Let's go with this one.
Would you rather forgive yourself or be forgiven by someone else?
I'd do it myself.
Would you rather protect someone you love from pain or teach them to handle it?
That's kind of a 50-50. Sometimes you have to teach them to handle it. But if you can protect them, you go for it. Let's go with
Would
protect.
you rather be remembered for your words or your actions?
Actions. All the time.
Would you rather have a calm mind or a brave heart?
Calm mind is much better. You live better.
Would you rather be the one who stays too long or the one who leaves first?
Leave first. Hell yeah, get
Would
home.
you rather carry pain you understand or peace you don't trust?
If I don't trust it, I don't want it. I'm going to go with the pain.
Would you rather feel everything too deeply or never quite enough?
Yeah, we're good. Not quite enough.
Would you rather know the exact day of your death or the way it happens?
Yeah, just be. You overthink some things, you underthink some things. You get to the point, especially with age, you get to where you don't really give a flying fuck what people think about you. You start just not caring. It's a whole lot more fun. Would you rather know the exact day of your death or the way it happens? I don't want to know neither. Where's the neither? If I know the day, I'm going to be anticipating it and might do something stupid and make it the day before. If I knew tomorrow I would go die, who knows? Today I might just go do something really stupid that might be fun. I'll go with the way. If I know the way but don't know the day, then it might not interrupt me.
Would you rather have more attention than you want or less than you deserve?
More attention than what you want causes all sorts of self-pride issues. I'll go with less than I deserve. Keep me on my toes.
Would you rather keep a job you hate or have no job and no money?
Oh, I've kept a job I've hated for 15 years. What the hell? These simple questions, bro.
Would you rather lead others or be led by someone else?
It's depending on the situation once again. I'd rather go by with the lead by somebody else. Let somebody else have the responsibility.
Would you rather fully understand yourself but never others? Or understand everyone but never yourself?
Let's see, I'd have to care about others, so I'm going to go with
Would
myself.
you rather be completely forgotten or remembered for something you didn't do?
I'm forgotten. I'll take forgotten.
Would you rather take the blame for something you didn't do or let someone else take the blame for something you did?
I'll take blame, whatever. I'm used to it.
Would you rather change the world with unknown consequences allow it to continue as it is.
Now, see, this is where you start getting having to think. If you could go and change something and not fully know where it was going to go, would you do it or leave it as it is? Because changing it could make it far worse, but it could make it better. I would leave it, because that's the responsibility that weigh on you way too damn much.
Would you rather save the life of one person you love, or 100 strangers you'll never meet?
Always go with the people closest to you.
Would you rather steal to feed a starving child and be punished for it, or watch them go hungry?
Well, see, I've got things in here that can make it to where I could feed anybody. As long as there's something alive and on 4 hooves outside, I can feed them. So I wouldn't have to steal, but I would go with the steal and be punished before I let a kid starve.
Do you consider yourself to be more patient or more impulsive?
In a shocking turn of events, probably more patient, because I don't really do impulse. And I'm not that patient, so that tells you how much impulse I have.
More trusting or more cautious?
I am definitely more cautious.
Do you consider yourself to be more logical or more intuitive?
Both? 50-50? We'll go
Do you
logical.
consider yourself to be more independent?
Oh, definitely more independent.
Do you
Next.
consider yourself to be an optimist or a realist?
Realist.
Do you consider yourself to be more forgiving or more protective of your boundaries?
Oh, I'm definitely protective of my boundaries.
Do you consider yourself to be a planner or someone who goes with the flow?
I do kind of plan. I like a plan. I mean, they're always going to fail and I end up going with the flow, but I do try to plan.
Do you consider yourself to be more spontaneous or more predictable?
I'm going to go more predictable. Because I just don't do the spontaneity shit.
Do you consider yourself to be ambitious or content?
Content. I'm too lazy to be ambitious.
Do you consider yourself to be more focused on the present or the future?
Future. Like I said, I plan.
Do you consider yourself to be better at giving advice or taking it?
Neither. No. I actually take advice pretty well. Giving advice, I have a tendency to shut down on it because 9 times out of 10 people don't listen to you. And if they do, they only half-ass listen to you. And they definitely don't use it.
Consider yourself to be protective or nurturing.
Protective. That's definitely, and that comes from being a father versus a mother. Trust me, there ain't no nurturing in this house when the boys are here, but I will protect them. But they ain't being protected for me calling them retards.
Do you consider yourself to be confident in who you are? Or are you still discovering it?
Oh, I know who I am. I'm an asshole. That's easy. Come on.
Do you consider yourself to be more private or transparent?
More private. Even though if you're crazy enough to ask, most of the time I will answer, and you don't want to know how answers half the time. So more private. We'll go with that.
Do you consider yourself to be one that's easy to forgive or slow to trust again?
I don't know. I don't understand that one.
Do you consider yourself to be drawn to people or drawn to solitude?
How did not listen to my answers? I don't like people.
Do you consider yourself to be more assertive or more accommodating?
Once again, situation. Wolvie, what's going on, dude? More assertive. See, like I said, it's situational here. Because I read the room. Because I actually pay attention to my surroundings. Situational awareness, people, you really need that. This is a question that can go 50-50 depending on what day of the week it is. Oh, let's go accommodating, just to be safe.
Do you consider yourself to be more of a dreamer or a doer?
I'm a doer, because I never sleep, so how can I dream?
Do you consider yourself to be more empathetic or more detached?
Definitely detached. Don't give a fuck.
Do you consider yourself to be guided more by fear or by faith?
Well, Bibble, yes, we'll go faith.
Do you consider yourself to be more of a listener or a talker?
Well, that depends once again on the situation. If I'm at the corporate board meeting, I have to listen. When I'm streaming, I have to do a lot more talking, because if not, it's just a lot of dead space. I'm gonna go more of a talker though.
Do you consider yourself to be hopeful about people or wary of them?
Now, remember, don't like people.
Do you consider yourself to be consistent or constantly changing?
Rather consistent.
Do you consider yourself to be more of an observer or a participant?
A lot of times I'm more of an observer, because I really do pay attention to everything in my vicinity. And a lot of times I just sit back and watch. And, all right, this goes even deep into the whole fact of the matter that I love a good dumpster fire. So on like the big holidays where everybody goes to Walmart, breaks shit and throws a fit, I go to Walmart just to sit there and watch. So definitely observer, because it's fun as shit. Yeah.
Do you consider yourself to be comfortable with endings or afraid of them?
Comfortable with them, especially in video games. I like to have an ending to where it can be done.
Do you consider yourself to be more analytical?
Analytical, there's no question there.
Do you consider yourself to be proud of who you are or still learning to be?
You consider yourself to be proud of who you are? Yeah, why not? All right, it's starting to get more ominous.
Told me how you see yourself, the patterns you live by, the masks you wear, the truths you've chosen to claim. Each answer is its own piece, each a color of paint on your canvas. Together, they've begun to reveal the painting of your inner world. But knowing who you are is only part of the journey. Now, let us see how you act when the world presses back.
I like
When your
turtles.
reflection meets resistance. The final part of this reading will test something deeper. Not just what you believe, but what you do. These will not be questions of self-description, but of decision. Little windows into how your instincts move when the moment demands a resolution. Take your time with each one. There are no right or wrong answers here. Only the truths you reveal in motion. We'll begin with something simple and see what unfolds from there. We will begin.
This is probably where it's going to start getting wild. What's going on, Miss Christie?
You're walking home at night. A single scream breaks the quiet, sharp, human, close. You freeze. The sound comes again, muffled now, somewhere in the dark between the buildings. No one else is around. You could walk away and pretend you never heard it. Or you could step forward, not knowing what waits for you in the dark. Your pulse is loud enough to drown the silence. What do you do?
All right, I'm going to hold up on this one here. Let me go through and catch up on the chat. So, Urjo, this is called The Test. It's from a studio called Random, and they like to put you in, lull you in with nice, calm, quiet questions at the beginning, and then you start getting into these. And then you start really questioning yourself in reality. Let's see, where else did we get? Haircut, no, but I did shave, sort of. If you didn't notice, there's a neck under here. It was getting to the point where when I was going into work, because our machines put off static, that I started looking like an anime character every time, and I was getting tired of oiling it. So typically when my beard gets a certain length, I just cut it back off. And no, I haven't taken my monthly bath yet. I always do that on the 15th of the month, right in the middle. Yeah, did I trim my beard? Let me see. I went from being halfway down my chest to quarter inch. Nah, didn't do nothing to it. No one would have noticed. All right. So you're walking at night, a single screen, sharp human, close. You freeze. Sound comes again. That's not a single screen. That's two. Muffled now. So that means somebody's muffling it in between the buildings. You could walk away, pretend, or you could go forward, not knowing what weight your pulse is loud. All right, so your choices. Go toward the sound. I probably instantly would go towards it, try to get a better idea of what I could see. Wait and watch, trying to observe before you decide. See, that is probably the most closest to me, because I am not going to go into something not seeing. I'm not going to just keep walking. See, I would go towards the sound, observe, and call. So I don't know what the... This is logical, because you want to know what you're getting into. Because if you're walking into something where you're just not going to be able to handle it, you can then decide to call from a distance.
You made a promise you thought you could keep, but now circumstances have changed. Keeping it would cost you dearly, and maybe even harm someone else. But breaking it means betraying someone's trust, shattering a bond that truly mattered. No one would blame you for letting it go. No one but the voice inside that still remembers the promise you made. What do you do?
Typically, I ain't gonna make a promise because I'm not that stupid. Because I know me, I know what my luck is in life, and anytime I make something like a promise, I can guarantee something's gonna get in the way of it. But typically, if I do say I'm going to do something, it's getting done, even if, well, injuries happen.
A wallet lies on the sidewalk. No one else has seen or asked about it. Inside is a thick stack of cash and an ID that lists an address not far from where you stand. You could return it. You could keep it. You could take some and tell yourself it's fair. After all, no one will ever know what you decide, except you. What do you do?
That one's simple for me, because I do... Alright, catch you later there, Wolvie. Thanks for dropping in, dude. Return it untouched, even if no one else would have known, because that is my nature. It's called having morals. It's something that's been lost in our society for a while that I still live by, so yeah.
You're standing in line when the cashier hands you too much change. Far too much. They're distracted, tired, and moving fast. You could say nothing. You could pocket the bills and walk away richer than you were a moment ago. Or you could speak up, watching their relief or confusion as they realize what almost happened. No one saw. No one would ever know. What do you do?
Once again, that one's kind of easy for me. So there, the choices will start at the bottom. Leave the change and walk away without mentioning it. Mention it quietly. Hope they insist you keep it. Keep it for yourself. Nope. Hand the money right back. Honesty. Simple.
Someone you care about has done something you know is wrong. It's not a crime, but cruel enough to hurt another person deeply. They come to you afterward, guilty and afraid, asking you to keep their secret. You can feel their remorse, but you can also see the harm they caused. Keeping silent would protect them. Speaking up would protect someone else. The weight of both sits heavy in your hands. What do you do?
All right, so the first answer would be tell the truth even if it ends the friendship. If that's a friend that's doing something that's going to cause massive problems to you, they're not really a friend in the first place. Keep your secret, believing it's not your place to expose them. They brought it up, they brought it out. Then it becomes your problem. Let's see. Confront them, giving them a chance to make it right. That's probably... Distance yourself is probably generally what the vast majority of people would do. You can't decide what's right. You can just choose not to be involved. That's actually the smartest one. It says it's not a crime, so it's just going to be like emotional damage. In which that case, they can just keep that shit to themselves. I'll get away from them. They're causing problems, gotta go.
Something extraordinary. A chance to change your life. But there's a catch. To accept it, you'd have to step on someone else's chance. They'd never know it was you who took their opportunity away. You've both worked equally hard. There's only room for one of you. Your name is on the line, and your future awaits. What do you do?
Yeah. Steve, a lot. Just wait to the end. These are normally kind of weird. All right, you take the offer, refuse the offer, accept it, but promise to do something better for somebody. The fourth one, delay the decision, hoping fate will make the choice. You know, the cream rises to the top. The best one gets the advantage. That is the better answer. Because if you refuse it, it might have actually been meant for you. But if you take it, you could be stepping on somebody who it was actually meant for. This is one of those things where you're better off to let fate decide.
Someone from your past reaches out. They hurt you once, deeply. You've built a life without them, but now they want to talk and apologize. Their message is simple. I was wrong. You can feel old anger rising, but also something else. Exhaustion, maybe, or relief. You don't know if you're ready to forgive, or if forgiveness even matters anymore. What do you do?
Well, in that case, if they come up and simple message of I was wrong, that would probably tell me that they never admitted to it in the past. So that would be a major step with dealing with me. So respond with kindness is going to be where you're going to get at that point with me, at least.
Stranger doing something wrong, something small but familiar. They lie, they take, and they cheat a little to make their life easier. It's something you once did yourself, long ago, when no one was watching. You could confront them. You could walk away. You could see your reflection in their mistake and feel the old shame stir again. The moment passes quickly, But the question lingers. What do you do?
Well, they're a stranger. So you got to judge that this is not somebody that you know or care about. They doesn't say something small but familiar. They lie, they take, and they cheat a little. That's real situational. It also depends on if you're in the place of the authority of that particular moment. Like, let's put this into a job thing. No, you don't confront them at the job. You always go to your superiors. That way they're responsible. And you're not. I'm going to go with number 4.
Someone you care about is fading. They're not dying, not gone. They're just slowly drifting out of your life. No fight or reason. Simply distance, growing like fog between two shorelines. You can feel the end coming, but can't tell whether to stop it or let it happen. You could reach out. You could walk away. Or you could say nothing and let time decide what you couldn't. What do you do?
So you care about fading, they're not dying, they're just slowly drifting, no fight for a reason. Huh. Let it fade naturally, but carry the memory. I'm gonna go with fate. I like fate. Oh yeah, Retro, don't forget to type exclamation grump. Drop your link in the chat for everybody. Well, I think I like the answer of let fate decide. All right, so Retro Nook's link is in the chat there for anybody that needs it. We got Avocado Kayak Girl, aka the Guacamole Boat Chick. What's going on? I'm gonna let fate decide. I'm going with that.
You wake to a steady, rhythmic noise in the night. Someone is knocking on your front door. When you check the peephole, there's no one there. Suddenly, the knocking moves to the back door, then to the window, and then to the walls. You can't see anything outside, only your own reflection in the glass. Something out there knows you're home. What do you do?
You could bring your shopping cart, but he might be sleeping. That name just tripped me out yesterday because he snuck in when I wasn't looking, and with you posting just a shopping cart emoji, that was hilarious. All right. Now, you can tell that people that wrote this obviously live in a big city and not a town. Around here, they ain't gonna knock on my glass but so many times before they hear the ch-ch of a 12 gauge. So, of course, I'm going to call out and demand who's there. And even if I don't want to know the answer, I want to know the answer. Because I want to know what I'm shooting at. So we're going to go with the first one.
It starts with a small, harmless tremor. Then, your muscles begin twitching when you're still. Little flinches that move without your command. Your doctor says it's nothing serious. Stress, maybe. But each day, more of your body joins in. Your arm jerks when you reach for a glass. Your jaw tightens when you speak. Your body doesn't hurt. It just doesn't listen. No one seems to believe how wrong it feels to be inside it. What do you do?
That guy sounds retarded, not gonna lie. Oh. I would definitely record it for multiple reasons. Here. Because you could keep seeing doctors, but doctors ain't going to do anything that ain't going to get them a lot of money. Hide it, afraid of what people. I ain't going to hide. I don't give a shit. Stop fighting it. Convince yourself you can live with the misfires. I'd probably go that way at the end, but record everything. If for no other reason to make sure that I'm not imagining it. So we're going to go with record.
You find an old photograph sitting on your kitchen counter. It's a picture of you sleeping, taken from the end of your bed. You live alone. You check the doors, the windows, your phone. Everything is locked, untouched, normal. On the back of the photo, a note is written. You looked peaceful. I almost didn't want to wake you. Your hands shake, and you aren't sure what to do first. What do you do?
All right, I find an old. The key word here is old photograph. So we're talking about a picture of you sleeping, taken from the end of your bed. How did that picture get there? And see, JB got the answer right there. The first thing I would do is yell at the cat because I know that bitch did it on purpose. And if you couldn't tell by my multiple personalities, Retro, I would be a Gemini. So yes, I would first and foremost blame it on the cat. If the doors and windows, everything is locked untouched, I would definitely be searching the house, because that means if it got moved in, whoever moved it is in the house. So it's probably the freaking cat. I swear that bitch does stuff like that to piss me off. Call somebody immediately, terrified to be alone another second. I ain't got nobody to call. What the hell are you talking about? I live in the woods. I call my 12 gauge. Cha-chunk. We're going to search the house. We need to know.
You wake up shaking from a dream that felt far too real. You saw someone you loved die right in front of you. But when you open your eyes, the room is quiet. And yet, a part of you can't seem to shake it. You keep checking your phone, half expecting a message that confirms it wasn't just a dream. You're feeling unsettled. What do?
Well, see, I would have to have... No, never mind. I ain't going to go that damn dark. Call them immediately. So if it's somebody I know well enough to be giving a damn about, I would have a phone number. Try to ignore it. Convenient if it's a dream. I'm used to having shitty dreams, so that's probably... I'd send a message, because I am not one to make phone calls. I like text messaging because I always know they get there. Plus, if they're asleep, I don't want to wake them up.
You're lying in bed, the lights off, the room quiet. At first, it's nothing. The faint creak of wood settling, the sigh of air through the vent. Then it comes. A soft shuffle, like fabric moving against fabric. The sound is coming from the closet. You stare at the door, trying not to blink. You tell yourself it's nothing, but the handle moves just enough to see. What do?
What I do is I go like this and reach behind my head and open that little doorway that's right beside my bed. That's right here. And I grab the 9mm with the light and the laser and I turn them both on and say, "Come on out, motherfucker, let's play." That's what I do. Oh, see, Retro, I'm lucky if I even get sleep, much less actually get to REM sleep to where I dream. So, yeah. Oh, I can't cuss at them if I'm holding a gun. That's rude. Yeah, but it's rude gonna be 16 rounds of some very omnipotent 9mm because my bedside gun's 9mm. Just because I like that gun. That's still rude? Look, I'm giving them the best bullets possible. That is friendship. Turn on a light face. Say, get up and leave the room. Call you out. My voice wouldn't be shaking. Their body would from the power of me screaming at them. But I'm going to turn the light on and shoot.
A friend texts you the next day. They just got their test results. It's something serious. They didn't know how bad it was when they saw you. They said they only felt a little off. Now they're hospitalized. You start to feel tired. Your throat's sore. Maybe it's stress. Maybe it's nothing. Or maybe it's already begun. You keep replaying the moment you hugged them goodbye. What do you do?
Oh, I cuss at them a lot. You son of a bitch. You were sick and you came around me. I'd probably go over there and beat them. I know I'd catch it even more, but no, I probably wouldn't do that. Let's see. Get tested immediately. Okay. Well, in a case, and I'm guessing, let's just use the Wu flu as an example. In a case like that, for me, I wouldn't worry with it because it depends on your normal health level as to whether or not you have to worry about it. And most things that are contagious are not exactly overly deadly. But we're going to still be safe and go be tested.
You scroll through your phone and find an unread message from someone who's no longer here. It's dated days before they passed. Something simple, almost meaningless. You never opened it. You're not sure why. Now the notification feels like a living thing, glowing on your screen. Opening it might bring closure, or it might bring the ache you've been avoiding. It's only a few words, but it feels heavier than the world. What do you do?
All right, unread messages. Number one, I would be reading that instantaneously because curiosity kills the cat, and I went meow. I'll leave it unread. It's not in a picture. Save it. Nope. Delete it. Convincing yourself. Peace comes from letting go. See, that's a nope, nope, and nope. We definitely go with the first one. Now, here's a little funny little story. Back in 2010, in April, You know, coming up on about 16 years ago. My dad died on a Monday morning. He had his birthday party on Sunday night. 55th birthday. Massive, super duper, ultra quick heart attack, dead before he hit the floor, all the normal stuff. By the way, I know what my expiration date is if I ever get to be the size of my dad. And that's just something else on the side. It's one reason why I always stay thin and small. Because we had same issue at 55 for my uncle who had a massive heart attack, who just barely survived it a couple of days after his birthday. But all that to the side. His phone, me and my uncle, a few months later, were standing side by side when his phone rang. And he looked down, and I swore to God I saw his ghost leave him. Because he was getting a phone call from my dad. And he sat there and almost didn't answer it. He finally did. And then you saw his ghost come back into him. It was my younger sister. She took over my dad's phone number. But holy shit, she didn't tell nobody. Scared the shit out of him. I thought it was funny because I'm trying to think all shit's funny, but that's me. But yeah, my uncle was a big boy and a hardened farmer, construction worker. You don't see him break too often. I can't describe the look of just life leaving him when he looked at that phone. I can tell you it was funny to me. I told you I'm a bit of a dick. All right, so yeah, open and read. No questions asked there. That's not even second thoughts.
You're sitting in your favorite cafe, the one where you used to meet someone who meant everything to you. You still order their drink out of habit. The chair across from you stays empty, but sometimes you still look up as if they might walk in. Life has moved forward. People would say you've healed, but healing feels like learning to live with a ghost that never leaves your side. What do you do?
Oh, this is simple. I don't go back, period. Because I ain't going to be wasting the money on buying a drink that just sits there. I'm cheap. And I'm heartless. Stop visiting. It's time to let that go. Yep. Bring somebody new there. If the restaurant's really, really good and cheap, maybe. That's situational, though. Sit quietly and talk to them anyway as if they were still there. No. That's insanity and stupidity. We're not going there. But see, it would be between 2 and 3. And that would only be the difference of, is it a decent place to eat? Or is it a really good place to eat that's cheap and good? But chances are I'm just cheap and ain't gonna go back to a restaurant anyway unless somebody forces me to, so stop going. Goodbye.
A child on a park bench is crying softly, clutching a phone. They tell you they were supposed to be picked up, but their parents aren't answering. The sun is setting. You stay with them, waiting. Minutes stretch into an hour. The child stops crying and just sits beside you. Quiet. Eventually, headlights appear. The parent runs over, apologizing gratefully. The child turns to you and whispers, "Thank you for staying. What do you do?"
Well, I keep things simple. That's how you live through life a lot easier. So I just tell them I'm glad you weren't alone and goodbye and hope y'all don't do it again. Go away.
Run into someone from your past. You say, good. You almost say something real, but the moment passes, and they're already walking away. What do you do?
Oh, see, that's also another simple question. If there was something, they wouldn't have already have walked away. If you said, I'm doing pretty good, and they say, okay, and start walking away, they ain't gonna hear what you say anyway. Let them go. Let them go. Goodbye.
You find an old photo tucked between the pages of a book you haven't opened in years. You don't remember putting it there. It's you, smiling beside people who aren't in your life anymore. Some drifted away, while some were taken too soon. The picture captures a version of you who didn't know what was coming. You stare at it for a while, wondering if that person would even recognize who you've become. What do you do?
The picture captures a version of you that didn't know. Honoring what you were, put it back in the book, let it remain a secret, blah, 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 tear it up, take a new photo today, not to replace previous still, blah, blah, blah. I'd see, this would require me to have a give a fuck. I don't. I looked around. Nope. There ain't no fucks here, so I wouldn't care. Put it back in the book and say forget it.
You see a missed call from someone you haven't spoken to in a long time. You mean to call back, but you're tired. It's late. You'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. A week later, you hear that something happened. Something final. You play the voicemail they left. It's nothing special. Just ordinary words. But you keep replaying it. Not for what they said, but just to hear them say it. What do you do?
Something final sounds very horrible. Yeah, retro, there's a whole lot of those in my past of people that just decided they're going to do things that just, sorry, I have morals, I have standards, and I don't break on them. And so I'm down to pretty much one actual friend in the area. And I don't see him often because we both work a lot. Missed call from somebody who ain't spoke for. See, that's the problem. I delete missed calls. And I don't even listen to 90% of my voice messages when they come in. That one's going away. Delete.
Dinner's ready. You still set the table for two, even though you eat alone now. It's just habit, the way the body remembers what the mind tries to forget. Sometimes, without thinking, you pour an extra drink or glance at the door when you hear footsteps outside. You laugh at yourself, then you stop laughing. Because part of you still hopes you'll look up one day and they'll be sitting there like they never left. What do you do?
All right. Dinner's ready. Set table for two in there. You eat alone now. Let's see. That's just it. Dinner would be ready because I cooked it. And I know I live alone, so I'm only cooking for one. So none of this would ever happen. Avocado, I do have a Discord. I just never check it. Let's see how many updates I have to get today before it'll let me read it. You know what? Wait a minute. I bet you I know what you mean. Hold on. Give me a moment. Shit, I don't know how to do this. Yeah. How about that? Look, I can Discord. Oh, I have a server. I just never check it. And if, by the way, on that, since a couple of y'all Discordian people are in here, if by some reason you just see me up and gone from Discord, it's because they sent me a message requiring something that I'm not giving them, because they're looking to possibly be moving to facial or government ID requirement for certain features in it. Now, I've been watching it because they're saying only for certain features. But the company that they're using for it is not really known for honesty. So Discord might be a thing in the past for me. Oh yeah, definitely do not give Discord anything. They've had so many data breaches. They get hacked so often. You do not want them to have anything other than bullshit. And yes, Christy, I do have a Discord. Here, I'll tell you what. Watch this. I think I copied it. Yeah. See, I could Discord. And just like that, I cut it back off. All right, let's get this. Keep setting the table, letting memories live. Nope, don't do it. Stop. Finally, time. I've already stopped. I stopped when they walked out the freaking door. I'm cheap. I'm not going to waste the plate. I'm an asshole. Invite somebody new? That means I'd have to like people, and that ain't going to happen. So,
one day you're offered something impossible. The ability to erase one memory. A clean slate. No trace of pain. No scar. No echo. You could finally live without the weight that's followed you. But memories are threads. When one is pulled, the pattern changes. Without that memory, you wonder if you'd still be you. What do you do?
this is an easy question for me to answer, and that's only because I know somebody named Balrog. And Balrog has to have some of the most cursed images I've ever seen come from his AI. And I would love to erase the vision of one of those goddamn cursed images. And that's saying something coming from me. It was bad, y'all. Just be glad that he can't post it on anything without it getting yeeted. So I'm gonna erase that motherfucker. Goodbye.
You wake up one morning and realize everyone around you can suddenly hear your thoughts. Not the loud ones, but the quiet ones. The doubts, the questions, the things you never say aloud. At first you try to silence them, but people still react. Soft smiles, frowns, confusion. You see the truth of everyone else, too. Their inner voices echoing faintly in your mind. No one can lie anymore, including you. What do you do?
All right, so the choices here for me are going to be number one, embrace it. Honesty hurts, but it also may heal. And it's also a whole lot of fun. Speak openly, hoping your truth will set others free. I don't give a shit. But if it could cause pain that may heal, I'm going with that one.
You're told you have 1 hour left to live. Not as a punishment, just a fact. The world is calm. The sun still rises. The people around you go on, unaware. There's no chaos, no panic, just time. 60 minutes to do anything. You can't stop it, and you can't change it. You can only decide how to spend it. What do you do?
I make sure it's as painful for everybody else as possible. I fire up a stream and I just sit there and look at the camera for 60 minutes and they go, boom. You know, that would make a memory, right? Write something. Do nothing. This is me. I just do nothing. I'd probably stream it though. Please send super chats for my funeral. Grift.
One morning, every human wakes up with a new innate ability. You choose what it is, but once chosen, it rewrites human nature. What power do you gift the world?
The ability to feel the exact emotion another person is hiding. The power, every human wakes up with this, by the way. The power to know when somebody is lying and no way to unknow it. Perception, people. You can learn how to tell when people are lying pretty damn simple if you just pay attention. Capacity to pause time. Nah, that ain't no fun. Well, actually, that could be. If you could still move while time is paused, that could be a lot of fun. Intuition, to always know which path leads to growth, not comfort. The voice to say exactly what someone needs to hear, even if it changes nothing. I don't like any of them. Onyx, it is a question yourself in reality game. Intuition would definitely, I mean, look, the thing is, everybody learns that. So that means rising tide floats all boats thing. So everybody would have good intuition. Maybe everything gets better. We'll go with that.
You're offered a key that unlocks one hidden truth about reality. You can only choose one, and once seen, it can't be unseen. Which door do you open?
What happens after death in absolute detail, why humans hurt each other even when they don't want to, what you were truly meant to do before the world shaped you, what someone you love has never told you and never will, whether any of this has meaning beyond what we assign it. Huh. Legatus wants to be an evil dictator. He wants to be Q from Star Trek, somebody that could do damn near anything, and that's the only way you'll be happy. You heard it here first, folks. What happens after death in absolute detail? Well, that's something I'd like to know. That kind of takes away the whole power of faith thing, don't it? I don't know if I like that answer. Oh, yeah, let's go with the bottom one. Whether any of this has any meaning. Probably not, and that's what I accept. Screw all those doors.
A storm is coming, not of weather, but of change. You can protect one part of the human experience from being altered forever. The rest may be swept away. What do you preserve?
What's going on, Orange? All right. What would you preserve out of these 5? The ability to laugh in moments of despair, which I do often. Active storytelling. It's depending on if we're going to go with our modern storytelling. If we're going with the modern storytelling, then that one's got to fucking go. Oh, raw feeling of falling in love for the first time. Yeah, that's emotion. Who needs that? Quiet, sacred space between two people who trust each other. The drive to keep going even when there's no clear reason. I like laugh. Yeah, I'm going with laugh.
Humanity is given a reset, but only one foundational emotion can remain fully intact. All others will become shadows of their former selves. Which emotion survives untouched?
So untouched, which means you would be judging it by today. Which one of these actually works today? Because if it's already broken, why keep it? What's going on, Sprout Boy? Empathy probably... Today's empathy don't really work for much, though, anymore. Curiosity... But you may be right on that. Empathy may be the one that keeps people from... Well, then you could become an empath. I like curiosity. I'm kind of a cat.
You wake up one morning with the ability to change one fundamental thing about the world, instantly and permanently. You don't know how it will unfold, but you know it will ripple across all of humanity. Which do you choose?
All right, everyone understands each other completely. All systems, government, schools, healthcare, and economy become fair and efficient. Oh, Jesus Christ, that would be a dream. Creativity becomes a core value. Food, shelter, health are met for every person. Every individual awakens to their full potential. Ah. If all systems became fair and efficient, basic needs would damn near be met for most people. So you could get a 2-for-1 there. Whereas it wouldn't be like instantly met like the 4th answer would say. If we actually got rid of the unfairness in just about all of those listed in number 2, a whole lot of the other ones would also be fulfilled. Not to mention, I just absolutely would love to see government and health care be fair and efficient, which means they would pretty much not exist. Food, shelter, safety, health are met for everyone on Earth. See, the trick question is there is in order for that to happen, you either have to be in the world of Star Trek where there is no want because the age of excess, everything is there. Which means more than likely it's going to be under some sort of level of dictatorship. It didn't say anything about freedom. Fair and efficient for those would mean there would be a lot of people dropped off the edge because being fair and efficient, they couldn't use false reasons to get work, etc. and so forth. So the cream rises to the top, as they say, and meritocracy would win. That said, if it says all systems, which also means charity system, I'm going with 2. I like the idea of 2.
You have reached the quiet center of your own design. Every question, every hesitation, every whisper of curiosity has been a brushstroke in the portrait of who you are. You did not simply answer questions, you built a mirror. And now, that mirror will answer you in return. 5 cards wait before you, not random, not fate alone, but reflections shaped by your choices. Each card holds a truth you have already spoken, though perhaps you did not notice when you said it. You are someone who seeks to understand rather than escape. You have looked at yourself honestly, without armor, and still chosen to continue. You carry the rare courage of self-inquiry, the kind that doesn't roar, but hums quietly beneath the ribs. You do not wish to be told who you are. You wish to recognize yourself when you hear it said aloud. That is the mark of the awakened mind, one that knows growth isn't found in answers, but in the asking. Be gentle with what you uncover. The truth, even when kind, can cut deep. You may feel the urge to overanalyze, to categorize, to make sense of what was only meant to be felt. Do not let the wisdom you've earned turn into weight you must carry everywhere. Let the cards speak. Do not try to control what rises in you as they unfold. Some will comfort you. Some will challenge you. All of them are you. The past you've outgrown, the present you're standing in, and the future you're brave enough to meet. Remember, revelation is not about prediction. It is recognition. Take a slow breath. Listen not for judgment, but for alignment. As each card is revealed, let it resonate where it fits and release where it does not. Your subconscious has already built this reading through your choices. I am simply here to translate it back to you. Together, we will draw 5 truths. 1 for your past, 1 for your present, 1 for your heart, 1 for your path ahead, and 1 for the light that never leaves you. The work is already done. All that remains is to witness it. You have not come to learn who you are. You have come to remember. Let us begin your reading now.
Okay. I want this guy's voice in my head for a narration for the rest of my life.
Your first card is the North Arrow. Your compass swings toward growth even when the air smells like safety. You are the person who can feel which choice will make you larger, and you move toward it. You have learned to tell the difference between quiet that nourishes and quiet that numbs. When a crossroads appears, your body recognizes the tilt. One path asks you to shrink a little to fit. The other asks you to stretch. You know the stretch is the one that leaves you proud of the person who made it. So you practice a steady kind of bravery. Not spectacle, not performance. The private decision to take the conversation, send the message, Sign up for the work. End what is untrue. Begin what is overdue. You are not chasing hardship for its own sake. You are building a life that can carry more honesty, more skill, more trust, more usefulness. That is why people come to you when they are ready to stop pretending. You hold a map that points through discomfort toward capacity. Underneath this, there is a tender wish. You want your days to match your values so closely that you do not need to explain yourself to anyone, not even you. Growth can turn into self-punishment if you confuse difficulty with goodness. If every step must be the hardest one, you will exhaust your will and call it discipline. You may also outrun your own need for rest and connection. Let growth be directional, not theatrical. Choose the next stretch that is honest and proportionate. Pair it with restoration on purpose. The strongest walls are built one course at a time and cured between layers. Name the value you are serving before you act. If the step does not serve that value, it is noise. Pick a hard step that fits inside a day. Finish it. Then place the next stone tomorrow. Keep a short list of people who remind you that rest is part of progress. Share your plan. Let them ask if you are including recovery. Your courage does not need horn and drum. It needs direction and care. When you honor both, you become the kind of person whose life keeps widening. And everyone near you learns that growth can be chosen without self-betrayal.
You okay? That it? No more?
Your second card is the Maker of Meaning. You are unwilling to outsource meaning. You would rather carry the question yourself than live inside a borrowed answer. You have noticed how people survive by telling stories about what their lives are for. Some inherit a script and perform it until the curtain falls. You prefer to test the stage. You ask whether value is built into the world or braided by our choices. You keep moving toward a life that is not only true, but freely chosen. This does not make you cynical. It makes you careful. If meaning is made, you want to make it well. You want a pattern you can defend to yourself at 3 a.m. So you refine your aims. You measure your days by contribution, coherence, and care. You track the felt sense that tells you when an action belongs to your real life and when it props up a mask. People feel steadier near you because you do not confuse noise with purpose. Beneath that stance lives a quiet hope. You want to build a life that would still feel worth living, even if no one explained it for you, and no one applauded the result. A life that tastes honest from the inside. If you keep your standards so high that nothing qualifies as meaningful, you will starve a good life while waiting for a perfect one. Skepticism can harden into distance. You may begin to treat tenderness like a superstition rather than a source. Let meaning emerge from practice, not only from theory. choose a small circle of values and act them into the room. Let results teach you. Revise as you learn. Meaning grows when it is tended, not when it is trapped in debate. Name 3 verbs that define your kind of life. Build your week around them. Adopt 1 craft of service and 1 craft of joy. Improve both on purpose. Keep evidence. Record where your actions relieved suffering, created beauty, or kept a promise to yourself. You are not waiting for the universe to anoint your days. You are shaping them with your hands. When you treat meaning as a work you do with care, your life becomes legible from the inside. And those around you remember that purpose is something we make together.
Yeah, him and that damn cat. I mean, I give mine food and water to walk off. Hope can fend for herself.
Your 3rd card is the Ember Joke. You protect the laugh that appears in the darkest hallway. You know that humor is not escape, it is oxygen. You have learned that a good laugh does not deny pain. It widens the room so pain is not the only furniture. You can find the angle that lets light in, even when the window seems painted shut. People feel their shoulders drop around you. They remember how to breathe. Your choices tell me that you have practice with hard weather. You learn to keep a small flame alive when the firewood was wet. A line, a look, a raised eyebrow that says, "We are still here." You honor the part of the human story that survives by grinning back at the teeth. Your humor is not cruel. It does not aim downward.
Yeah, it does
It
sometimes.
aims for relief, for connection, for the tiny click that turns despair into endurance. Underneath all of this is a quiet devotion. You want joy to be allowed, even when life argues against it. You want people to know that feeling better for 1 minute is not betrayal. It is skill. If every heavy moment must be lifted by wit, you will start using humor as armor. You may begin to joke to avoid being seen. The laugh will still come, but afterward, you will feel lonelier. Let your laughter sit beside truth, not in front of it. Name what hurts, and then bring the line that lets breath in. Humor becomes medicine when it follows honesty. Offer levity as an invitation. Say the gentle joke and watch for relief before going further. Keep one friend who knows when to tap your shoulder and say, "This needs quiet, not clever." Create small rituals of joy you do on purpose. A song in the kitchen, a shared story at the end of hard days. Your gift keeps the room human. When you pair clear naming with a well-placed smile, you give people back their air, and the hour that felt impossible becomes one we can walk through together.
All right, what's going on, Secret Castle? I'm catching just the end of some very wild questioning. Just interesting. Not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be compared to previous tests that I've taken on these.
Your fourth card is the Lantern. Your first movement is to ask a better question. You light rooms by looking for what is true and still unknown. You treat not knowing as a starting place, not a flaw. When others reach for quick answers, you reach for angles and sources. You turn an object in your hands until the hidden face appears. People near you slow down because your questions make the ground steadier. You do this in small ways and in large ones. You read footnotes. You follow the thread that most people skip. You test ideas against lived experience. And you revise without embarrassment when evidence asks you to. That habit keeps you honest. It also keeps you growing when others harden. Underneath your method is a kindness. You believe that better questions can reduce harm. Fewer assumptions. Fewer missed voices. Fewer decisions that only look right on paper. You want to live in a world where curiosity is a form of care. Inquiry can become a stall if you forget to choose. If every decision waits for perfect data, you can drift while life moves on. You may also use research to stay at a safe distance from feeling. Pair curiosity with cadence. Set a time to explore and a time to act. Let each round of learning produce one clear step. Return for another round after contact with reality. Write the question you are actually trying to answer and place it where you will see it. Seek one voice you have not heard and one counterexample that could change your view. Decide on a deadline for action. Take the next step that fits the facts you have today. Your light is gentle and exact. When you keep asking with humility and then move on what you learn, you build a life that gets wiser in motion, and people come to trust the way you see.
Sometimes I wonder about you, Avocado. Lick? Really? We got a couple more cards left and then see what the closing is.
Final card is the level ground. You choose a world where fairness is the floor everyone stands on. You believe care should be built into the way things work, so kindness is not left to chance. You have seen how much energy people spend fighting warped rules, forms that hide help, lines that move for some and harden for others. You want that noise gone, so human effort can go toward building, learning, healing, and loving. This choice says you are practical and tender at the same time. You want systems that treat people like they matter on a Tuesday afternoon, not just in speeches. You carry a quiet faith in humans when they are not crushed by confusion. You believe clear paths make courage easier. You picture teachers with time to teach, nurses with time to care, workers paid on time for real work, families sleeping without fear of the next bill. You choose fairness because you know beauty grows when pressure lifts. You want a life where your goodness is not swallowed by broken processes. Underneath this is a soft wish for yourself. You want to wake up in a world that does not punish your heart for wanting what is right. You want to use your gifts without spending half your strength, pushing against invisible walls. You want to feel the relief of a day that makes sense. If you carry the whole world on your back, hope can harden into control. You may start measuring every person against an ideal and forget that even fair systems still need forgiveness, patience, and room for learning. Let your love of order serve human life, not replace it. Build structures that hold people up and leave space for grace. Keep sight of faces while you improve the rules. Choose one small process to make kinder this month. A clearer form, a simpler handshake, a faster yes, where the answer is already yes. Practice fair first. Pay on time. Credit people by name. Keep your word. Let your life model the world you want. Hold a circle. Gather 2 or 3 others who share this aim. Share one change each, and help one another remove one obstacle at a time. You are the kind of person who makes it easier for others to stand tall. That is a rare and gentle strength. When you pair your eye for order with your warm heart, rooms begin to breathe again. People find their feet. You find your peace. And the world near you starts to feel like a place that deserves the best of you, because you helped build it that way.
My only issue with this dude is he talks so damn slow. Jeez.
You've seen yourself in ways most people never dare to. You've wandered through shadows and sunlight, through memory and choice, and you have emerged carrying proof, not of perfection, but of presence. The cards didn't give you anything new this day. They only reminded you of what was already waiting beneath the noise. The part of you that listens, the part that learns, the part that refuses to give up on becoming. You are not lost. You are unfolding. You are not behind. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. And if you ever forget the way forward, listen for the quiet truth that's been with you all along. The one that says, you are not too late to be who you needed before. The future is already holding out its hand to you. Go meet it, gently, curiously, bravely. Let what you've discovered here follow you home. And when you wake tomorrow, carry the peace of knowing this. You are real. You are needed. You are seen. You have always been enough.
Yeah, the background does look pretty cool. So cool that as soon as the words are off, damn it, I didn't get it. Shit. Message from the developer. Thank you so much for taking time to play the test Reimagined. We hope you enjoyed your experience. Much like any of our experience, this game can be replayed to get different results. Feel free to play again, visit the test as passed, and see what fantastic things await. Also, as we do with all our games, we'd like to offer players the opportunity to be part of history and be honored in our upcoming projects as a token of gratitude. By the way, I've taken a lot of their tests, and I've done what they're getting ready to ask. If you'd like to support or participate, just let us know which card resonated with you most in your comments, and we'll very likely reach out in the future as we're constantly adding players new and old to our list. So in one of them, for a lot of them, they would give you a word that describes you at the end, and you just go in on their reviews and type it in. Until next time, treat each other with kindness, stay positive. Always remember, it might be stormy, but it can't rain forever. You doubt my bad luck on that one. And I don't remember what cards I had. At Random Studios, we don't make games, we make experiences. We appreciate you and want you to feel that appreciation directly. All right, I can't read. If we haven't reached out yet, rest assured we select new players each and every day from all of our titles to add their names to the list for character creation. So stick around and you'll definitely hear from us. If you've selected a name and haven't seen it in the game yet, don't worry, we have lots of projects. So I selected a name, I named my cat, and they're going to put my cat and the picture of my cat in one of these games. I was looking through this to see if I saw her. But if you're interested in any of these damn things, Random Studios. And most of these things are like $1.50. Credits, Crystal. All right, so yeah, at least y'all roll through that. The test. All right, let's see what else we got. So that's the list of their other games. The test trilogy is the one that I've done before. No. I've got a 1.5 gallon jug that I fill up that, yeah, I don't have to water my cat once in a while. Plus, I leave the toilet lid up in case she needs some. Work of art. So yeah, the test trilogy was a lot more we'll say intrusive than this. This one it make you think. Some of the early ones will make you wonder about yourself. Eternity, a game about honoring pets we've lost. That's the one I need to play. That's the one where my cat's in. Is Eternity. That didn't work out that well. Why did you shrink to that little bitty screen? I don't like that. Well, what does it mean by continue? All right, so nothing. Nothing. That's what it means by it. So yeah, there we go. Did the test. Let's go look at the store page. You might as well have a little something to look at while I jibba jabble. I'm curious on the comments. And they're getting a lot of, let's see. They actually remembered all of their cards. I can't remember none of them. I'd have to go back in my stream to write my review. But that's their system if you're curious. More from random. The test reality quest is one. You notice there's a whole lot of in library here. Another game that's like this. Retro. If you like that retro look, Slated Princess gets kind of wild. What baby bonnet stuff? Oh, I see it now. Never mind. Shoot. But yeah, that's just basically what that is. Ask a bunch of questions, question yourself, question reality, like always. We've hit well over 2 hours. I was actually thinking this was only going to be an hour. Most of these are only about an hour to an hour and 30 minutes. This one has been.
I like turtles.
This one's been way longer than the previous ones. And I will have to go back and rewatch my own stream and write down what those cards were so I can make my comments so I can be part of the next one. But so other than that, let me drop y'all some stars, let y'all do some jumping. And I do believe, I think I streamed the test a long time ago, and it would be in random games folder on my YouTube channel. And one of them was wild. This one was not. This one was really tame, which I can live with. But other than that, we're going to call it here. Tomorrow, I think, what's tomorrow? Friday? Yes, tomorrow's Friday. So that's going to be, let me check my handy dandy notebook. Fridays is going to be Save the World, Left 4 Dead 2. I might pull up Dismantle. That's another new game I'm looking at maybe playing. Or I might even start Halo. I've got Halo lined up for Fridays, but I don't know if I want that on Friday. I might move that back over to Wednesday. But it could be pretty much anything. Fortnite, Left 4 Dead 2, or Dismantle, which is a new game I just bought. I got to decide if I want to try to stream a new game on Friday. Somebody ripped one, but he said he was sorry, so it's all right. So other than all of that, I do want to thank y'all for dropping in and watching this stupidity, and I hope to see y'all next time.